Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, insights, or basically not really insights, just whatever is going on in my mind. Um, and today, I just want to talk about uh, negative self talk and all of that stuff because honestly, this is something that I've been struggling with a lot. And actually, I'm talking about this because I just found myself, uh, you know, going into the negative self-talk, and yeah, I'm just trying to navigate how to deal with it. I mean, this is literally something that I was thinking about. Like, I caught myself doing it like 5 minutes ago, and the topic for today's, I was thinking of having another topic for today's video, but given that this is a situation that I'm actively in, uh, I think it will help me just to talk it out and basically figure it out. So, yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. So, just to give some context of why I'm thinking about this, is that well, basically, it all started with yesterday. So, yesterday, maybe I mentioned it in yesterday's video, or actually, I don't remember. But basically, I was hosting this Lunch and Learn for the team, uh, like for my team. So, at my job, for this feature launch that I'm doing. And basically, I think it went well. Well, I thought it went well until I I basically I was just rewatching the recording of that session or just a few parts of it uh, because I needed to upload it to our Teams channel, so like an internal channel, so you can't access it. Um, and basically, one thing that uh, yeah, I don't know how to say this. So I found like basically I was listening to myself giving this talk about some of the work that I've been doing, and I just felt terrible because basically I was really energetic in that talk, and basically, you know, as as me, I was thinking that I was too energetic, and basically, like my mind was telling me, "Hey, you're overdoing it. You're too loud. Uh, you're, uh, basically, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome, but basically just my brain telling me that because uh, I don't have the technical knowledge, or basically I'm not good enough at my job. I'm trying to make up for it by being energetic." And that's kind of, it just like completely destroyed my morale, especially given that today I did not have, like, basically, I did not have a very productive day. And yeah, I was just feeling bad about it. I worked on something not, I mean, basically, I was doing this, like, I don't know how, I was working on, a poster for an event that we're hosting as part of our affinity group at the company. So we're hosting it in a few weeks, and I was just doing that, and basically I had it on my mind because I committed to doing it, and I actually really enjoyed the process. But then I felt super bad about enjoying the process and like enjoying working on that, whereas maybe I should have been working on the tasks that I have for my team. And I mean, initially I had not planned the day that way. I just ended up doing that, and yeah, I just felt quite bad just to talk about that. I mean, I'm laughing, but the truth is that it hurts, and I guess um, my default response to something when it hurts is just laughing, so that I don't, so that I can, I don't know why I do this, but that's just trying to a bit hold back on my emotions, so I completely flip them. But yeah, like I guess this is like my nervous laugh. Like even that happens. Like it happened also in that session. Like whenever I'm like nervous, I just laugh. Like and people think that I'm not serious because I mean I don't know if people think that, but I think that people think that, um, and maybe it makes me look like I'm not serious. But the truth is, I laugh because um, I use it as like trying to make things uh, sound positive, or I don't know. To be honest, this is just something that I do. You know, I, I honestly don't know. But yeah, like right now, I'm feeling quite bad about that, having a lot of basically doubts about myself, um, and yeah, feeling that I'm not good enough, and um, yeah. So I don't like having these, like saying these things. I don't like spreading negative energy into the world. That's why I guess that's why, like whenever I'm saying something that's a bit hard or not so positive, like my like gag reflex, or not gag reflex, that's something else. I think I'm just confusing the words, but basically I have like a reflex where I just laugh uh, when uh, when it's tough. And yeah, that I'm a bit worried. I mean, I don't want to be worried about this kind of stuff. That's just how I am as a person. So just trying to be okay with that as myself. And yeah, I think the hardest part is trying to like, because I'm really like the kind of person that has a lot of energy, so trying to be really optimistic and help people move forward. But then I guess I don't really thrive in environments that are uh, like I get really anxious, and like environments where I'm not able to be myself and like be optimistic and like share that energy with other people. I just feel a bit stifled. So I try to basically be that person, the energetic person that I wish I had around me for other people. So uh, yeah, that's um, that's what I try to do. I try to provide the supports that I wish I had for other people around me, and um, yeah, I guess sometimes people don't, uh, think that I'm just being. I mean, that's what I think they think. So I guess maybe it's all in my head, but I think there is some truth to um, to what I'm saying, um, and basically makes people take me less seriously because they think that I'm this. happy-go-lucky person, but the truth is I'm not. I struggle with a lot of things, as you can see on this video, and it's not easy. So instead of trying to hide these feelings and basically try to numb them by, I don't know, listening to some music or just pretend that they don't exist, I'm just trying to, I don't know, speak them out loud, so that at least I can deal with them, and so that they don't compound onto themselves. So yeah, I guess I'm struggling with a few things, and basically this feeling of guilt does not help, especially when I'm the kind of person that cares a lot. So I really care a lot about making any experience for anyone around me the best, especially when it comes to work. Like, if it's within my power, I will do everything to, elevate other people's experience, and like try to bring them joy. And sometimes that's a bit overlooked, like, as especially when it's like simple stuff. Like when I do simple stuff, it just uh, you know it just seems like it does not matter. I mean, it just seems like it's not relevant. Uh, where I truly believe that it's the little things that have a huge impact on uh, basically other people. So yeah, I'm just having conflicting feelings, and trying to, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Uh, I guess just trying to have a positive outlook on life, and just to be happy and uh, fulfilled, and just like have, like, I don't know, try and help people in any way that I can, bring them joy, uh, just be that kind of person. But sometimes, I get these you know feelings that it's not it's not always welcome, or basically in a way it affects how people see me. And I guess I think like I evolved to become this person that, like, I'm trying to do all of this stuff because uh, I guess before starting at my job, I was the complete opposite of this person. Well, not the complete opposite. I was like, I always have been, or at least on the good periods of my life, I've been optimistic and like hopeful, and trying to bring out energy in people. But uh, I, for that, like, basically, for most of my life, I would just basically like not not do anything social, or like not do any extracurriculars, and only focus on the studying part, and only focus on basically getting good grades at school and all of that stuff. But since I've started my job, I've tried to basically do as many of the extracurriculars uh, as possible, because basically there's this idea that it's not really like, actually I'm more like the impact that I'm likely to have, like my impact over the long term, most of it will come from the extracurricular stuff rather than from my actual day-to-day job, because it's the extracurricular stuff that touches on big issues, and basically tries to address like some fundamental things about, I don't know, like, it's not so specialized that it's only one skill that only makes efficient one specific thing. It's like a bit like philosophy. It's like overarching. It's like trying to understand how the world works and trying to put it all together, even if it seems simplistic. Um, yeah, I guess there's not much. I think it goes back. Maybe I talked about this yesterday, but basically this idea of simplification. So simplification is so underrated because basically when people see the finished product that is simple, clear, and to the point, they discount how much effort it took to get it to that point. And yeah, I guess I'm definitely not trying to blow my own horn here and say, oh, I'm so good at stuff that I make it simple enough and all that stuff. Like it's just an aim. Like I hope that I basically help people learn in a way that does not make them feel alienated and basically overcomplicating things. Basically just shuts people out and makes them feel not welcome, or basically makes them feel like less than. So like I always try to make sure that whenever I'm speaking about a topic, the other person is actually understanding me. And so I always try to get any complex idea to the basically most simple parts and then build from there. Because it does not matter in the end if you want to have long-term impact, or at least that's my understanding right now, is that you need an understanding of the bigger picture. Like you need the basics to be set. You need the basics, like you need a good foundation, like such a wide foundation. And people often jump from from a narrow foundation. They try to basically have a tall building, and that's not really possible. And basically, they overlook the importance of the foundational skills and like of the basics. But over the long term, it all comes down to how big the foundation is, how big the basics are. At least that's what I gathered from my readings and basically listening to, I don't know, tens uh, slash hundreds of podcast episodes from really interesting people. So yeah, um, I guess this was like my mini therapy session with myself, just trying to express my feelings and trying to figure out what's going on so that I can process these things faster and I can iterate and improve faster as a person, hopefully to really reach my potential and become my best self. So thanks a lot for sticking around and listening to uh, my I don't know, my thoughts, I guess. And you can click here to watch yesterday's video, or basically my previous video on this channel, and you can click here to watch my latest video on this channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.